Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Avalanche price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. I would like to mention that this video is sponsored by MEXC celebrating the 7 years with massive bonuses. You can find the link in the description below. Starting on the daily chart for the bullish and bearish scenario, the first scenario that we have obviously here is an A, B, C, and you're looking at a wave D. Potentially a wave E might unfold toward the upside to finish, of course, is this a triangle as a correction. After a correction, of course, your wave E is toward the upside, and that means, of course, following the price action is gonna move for lower, of course, as W, X, and a Y potentially, because there is no way that you start a chart with a correction unless it is a W, X, and a Y, of course. Now it can be an A, B, and a C, but higher potential it is a W, X, and a Y. You would like to see a zigzag for the B. And the wave Y can be, of course, a three structure towards the upside. This is the first scenario that we see on this chart. The second scenario is, of course, that you have an impulse here, a wave A, you're looking for a wave B. After this, you have an impulse toward the upside, which can play, of course, a 1-2 here, and then you're looking for higher. After this, ABC 1-2 hitting perfectly the 1-to-1 fib level, very nice, and you have, of course, already an impulse. So basically, you would like to see, of course, higher prices so far after finished a W, X, and a Y, where you see, of course, a double zigzags, of course, with a bridge in between, of course, as an X here, and then, of course, start to look for higher prices. Now, if this does not unfold and the price action will, of course, overshoot the 1-to-1 fib level, of course, this blue box, meaning that we might see something else unfolding here, even a second scenario, which is a longer corrective wave, A, B, and a C. We're looking for this blue box in a wave C, and then, of course, moving toward the upside in a big A, B, and a C. Or it can be even a big wave 1, and then 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Meaning right now, key level to be watched is the 1-to-1 fib level. If we come back to this area and we hit the 1-to-1 fib level, this blue zone here, that of course it has to finish an A, B, and a C, or W, X, and a Y. We can see this is in confluence as well with the 0.786 taken from this wave 1, which it can be, of course, a perfect fib level for a wave 2, and then continuation towards the upside. If we move inside this leg right now on the 1-hour chart to see what's going on, did it finish or not yet? So basically we have in this scenario 3 ways toward the downside, W, X, and a potential wave Y, finished of course with a 3 ways, big 3 ways toward the downside. You have your X here, typical X, of course, triangle. And then you see here another, of course, a structure, which is a zigzag, a very small leg for this zigzag, finished with a 0.618 for the wave C. Now, currently, you would like to see, of course, after this finished potential structure, you would like to see higher prices. Another analysis for this current wave is a W, X, Y, X, and a Z as well, which is almost the same, like a big W, X, and a Y, but it can be, of course, a X and a Z if you want to make it more detailed. And yeah, potentially that we have finished, therefore, this correction, and we start to move toward the upside. A better answer would be given, of course, inside this area. So let's move in the micros on the 1-hour chart. In the 1-hour chart, we have, of course, a potential 1-2, and you finished here a wave 3 potentially. This is, sorry, your wave 3, because your wave 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, hitting almost perfectly the 1.618. We can say that this is a wave 3, and of course, it can be a wave C. We're going to explain, but currently, you're looking, therefore, for a wave 4. Now, the problem with the wave 4 is that it took so much time regarding your wave 2. It has passed over the 4 times, I think. Let me check. Where are we in AVAX? Oh, okay, very far, guys. Very far, so the possibility is reducing incredibly for this impulse. Let's see the 6th time. Okay, it's gone, guys. We cannot call it a wave 4 anymore because, yeah, the time is incredibly huge regarding the alternation for a wave 2. Possibility decrease so much for an impulse here. Higher potential goes for the A, and for the B here, and then of course for an extended wave C, meaning right now you are in a formation of a corrective wave. I know that it's not impulsive, it can be still corrective because you have 1, 2, 3, your wave 4 interfered with the zone 1. In case you are in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here, you have intersection with the zone 1. Let's make sure. Here we go. Yeah, so we see the price action interfering with the zone 1, which is not allowed, meaning transformation of this wave to ABC. Potentially you're looking for another ABC 3 waves up and then continuation toward the downside. Or it can be, of course, you finish 3 waves up, you're looking for 3 waves down finished, and of course continuation from here for wave C, which is a higher potential. Why? Because if we take the time for the wave A and we take a wave B as a regular flat, a wave B, let's see, here we go. So you have passed almost the 0.618, of course, which is very close as well to the 1-to-1 fib level, and we see kind of an impulse toward the upside. So basically, how we can make sure that we are impulsive, so if we move inside here, you would like to see right now continuation simply toward the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. If you get a wave 5, that would be great. It can be, of course, your wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Or it can be, of course, another 3 corrective waves and then moving toward the downside as an A, B, and a C. However, we would like to see, of course, the high taken. Once we take the high, you have formation of 5 waves up. As I always mention, you would like to see, of course, 5 waves up, 3 waves down, continuation, breaking the high, confirmation of higher prices. This is exactly what we are looking for AVAX to see, of course, if we are moving for higher. If the price doesn't take this high and we move directly from here toward the downside, invalidation taken here, meaning, of course, you are still looking for lower. Now, it can be, of course, 3 ways down and 5 ways up, but continuation toward the downside. So we would like to see an impulse to say we're moving for higher. And if we take a look as well at KGT, so on the KGT 5-minute chart, we can see a huge divergence for AVAX toward the upside, meaning, of course, higher potential that we continue, of course, for higher prices. It is a bullish signal here that we might have for AVAX, meaning higher potential that you continue impulsively to take the high, even, of course, after 3 waves down, continuation toward the upside. That was it for AVAX. Thanks you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.